Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video on the basis of elements of accounts standard 11 part 2. Bills of exchange. Fourth chapter. What I taught till previous video I want to remind you once again. I taught you the fourth type of bills, both from the few questions from the illustration as well as the few questions from exercise I made you practice. This fourth type of bills, it is started from illustration 2, 3, 4 and 5. Similarly, for exercise questions also you might have seen that one, the question number 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 and 4.4. What four type of bills you got? One, first, the seller or the drawer can keep the bill with him till the maturity date, and when the maturity date comes, that time he is giving back the bill and getting back the money. That is the first option. Second, he discounted the bill with the bank and bank charged some discount. Third, he has given this bill to somebody else, which is called endorsement of the bill. And the fourth, he has given the bill to the bank for collection before 1 week of the maturity date. Like that, four type of bills, again we will get it. Now we will see the dishonour of the bill, which is given in the page number 88 of your textbook. Point number 15, dishonour of the bill. Now let you know what is called the dishonour of the bill. Dishonour means when the time comes to pay the money, who will pay the money? Who? Purchaser or the drawee or the acceptor. When the time comes to pay the money, that time the purchaser refuses to pay the money, and in these situations the seller, he can go to the court and file a case against him. For that he has to pay for certain money, which is called noting charge on behalf of buyers. Noting charge means the certain court procedure fees. That first of all, who will pay? The seller will pay. At last the buyers has to pay the money to the sellers, the bills amount as well as the noting charge. So dishonour means that when the time comes, that time the buyers did not pay the money or refuse to pay the money. In such situation, what seller will do? Seller will go to the court and file a case against him with these documents and will pay certain amount, which is called noting charge, and at last this money has to be paid by the buyers. The fourth type of bills, how you got? Like that, again you will get same four type of bills where in case of a dishonour. Page number 99 of your textbook, question number, illustration number 6. I am reading the illustration 6 of page number 90. The first bill. First bill means the bill it is kept with him, and when the time comes, that time he refuses to pay the money. In such situation, what you will do? Illustration 6, illustration 7, illustration 8 and illustration 9. These four illustrations are same like that. Illustration 2, illustration 3, illustration 4 and illustration 5. That was not dishonour of the bill, simple bill, and this is dishonour of the bill. Sixth illustration is bill which is kept with himself. Seventh illustration, bill which is discounted with the bank. Eighth illustration, bill which is endorsed to the somebody else, and ninth illustration, the bill which is sent for the collection through bank. All four bills are in case of a dishonour. What to be done? When the bill is kept with oneself up to the maturity date and is dishonour. Bill, it was kept with the seller, and when the time came at the time up to the maturity date, and when the time came to pay the money, that time it became dishonour. I am reading the illustration 6, you follow it. Who is the buyers, who is the sellers, what is the amount of the bill, what is the durations of the bill, when the bill it was written, when it was accepted, and when it is the maturity date, matlab due date, and how much is the, if it is not paid or refused to pay, or if it is dishonored, then how much is the noting charge. These are the points you have to keep in mind. Because by drew a bill means previous transactions, previous one more transactions is there, that because by sold the goods, that is not there. So one sales transaction and another is purchase transactions. These two transactions we will not write it here because it is started from the bill drew. Because by drew a bill of rupees 32,000 for 2 months on Sunita on 1/11/2016 means 1st November, which Sunita accepted, and Sunita accept kiya matlab it has given back, and Sunita has signed, and Sunita has given this bill to the Vikas Bhai. Sunita could not pay the money on the maturity date. When the maturity date comes, that time Sunita has to pay, but Sunita did not pay this money, and due to that Vikas Bhai went through the procedure of the dishonor. Dishonor का procedure जो मैंने बोला वो procedure किया of the bill. क्यों? Vikas Bhai will not leave this amount 32,000, so he will go to the court or the procedure for the dishonor, and for that he paid rupees 320 as noting charges. Pass necessary entries in the books of both the parties, in the books of Vikas Bhai and in the books of Sunita. So Vikas Bhai will write bill receivable account debit to Sunita 1/11/16, and Sunita will write the Vikas Bhai account debit to bills payable. The first entry every one of you know. He is getting the bill, so he is writing bill receivable account debit to Sunita, and Sunita he is giving the bill, so Vikas Bhai account debit to bills payable. Now let you follow the second journal. Second journal it is given that he did not pay the money. When he did not pay the money? When the maturity date comes. When the maturity date comes, 1/11 to 2 months. Then 1/11 means 1/12 and 1/1. But 1 means 3 days, so 4/1. Matlab 4th January. From November to 2 months means December and January. So 1st January, then 3 months you will get grace. So 4th January. 4th January he will write, मतलब Vikas Bhai will write again. Vikas Bhai सुनीता को क्रेडिट किया था, नाउ अगेन डेबिट कर देगा. क्यों? पैसा पेमेंट नहीं हुआ. He did not get the money. For that, as the previous transaction it was credited to Sunita's account, now it will be debited to Sunita's account. So Sunita account debit to bills receivable. रिसीवेबल को वापस कर दिया. यहाँ बिल रिसीवेबल मिला था, उसको बिल रिसीवेबल को दे दिया. लेकिन उसने जो कैश पेमेंट किया 320, that is to cash account. He has paid the cash, so the cash is credited, and Sunita account debit to cash. Dash transactions will come. This 320, that is Sunita account debit to cash, and this for 32,000 Sunita account debit to bill receivable. So he will write Sunita account debit to bill receivable to cash, which is 32,320, and here 32,320. And what about the Sunita? Sunita will write the bills payable account debit. Previously bills payable was credit, now it is bills payable account debit, and noting charge is the expense for him. Who's Sunita? So noting charge account debit to Vikas Bhai. Vikas Bhai को उसने 32,320 क्रेडिट करेगा. मतलब Sunita has to pay to Vikas Bhai 32,000 for bill amount and 320 for noting charge. This is the extra journal which you have to pass for that division of the bill. In case of a Vikas Bhai, this entry, and in case of a Sunita, this entry. Like that, 7th illustrations, you will find out that bill it is given and it was discounted with the bank, but when the time came, that time it was not paid. In such situation, what we will do? When the bill is discounted with the bank and it is dishonored on the maturity date. 1/6/16, the Dhrumal drew a 3 months bill of rupees 36,000 for his outstanding amount due from Abad, which was accepted by Abad. On 4/7/16, the Drumil discounted this bill with the bank at 10% per annum. The bill was dishonored on the maturity date and the bank debited the entire amount including the noting charges of rupees 360 to Drumil, past necessary journal entries in the books of Drumil and Abad. Once again I want to tell you, the Drumil is the seller, Abad is the buyer. 1/6/16 में बिल ड्रॉ हुआ था, 36,000 का 3 months ड्यूरेशन था, and this bill it was discounted with the bank on 4/7/16 and bank charges 10% discount rate, and after that the Abad did not pay the money and noting charge of rupees 360, his account will be debited. So this is Drumil's account. Drumil will write bill receivable account debit to Abad, and Abad will write the Drumil's account debit to bills payables. That's past journal, every one of you know. Now maturity date, how we will calculate? 1/6/16. 1/6/16 3 months means 1/9/16. 1/9/16 plus 4 3 days. That means 4/9/16. 4/9/16 is the maturity date comes. But he has discounted the bill on 4/7. That means after a month. See, 1/6/16 say 4/7/16, 1 month 3 days. That means after 1 month bill was discounted, and when it was discounted, that time bank has to wait for 2 months. So for that bank will charge interest at the rate of 10% on 36,000, at the rate of 10% on 36,000, but for 2 months. So 36,000 का 10% आता है 3,600. 3,600 मतलब पर मंथ इट इज कमिंग 300 रुपया. सो 600 रुपया 200 2 मंथ के लिए आता है 600 रुपीज़. सो 4/7/16 द ध्रुमिल गॉट बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट, डिस्काउंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू बिल रिसीवेबल. बैंक में उसको 36,000 माइनस 600 इज इक्वल टू 35,400 मिल गया. डिस्काउंट अकाउंट डेबिट 600 टू बिल्स रिसीवेबल 36,000. एंड 4/7/16 इन आबाद का बुक में कोई ट्रांजैक्शंस नहीं होगा. क्यों? द बिल वाज डिस्काउंटेड बाय ध्रुमिल. नेक्स्ट डेट इज कमिंग मैच्योरिटी डेट. आई ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन्ड यू हाउ मैच्योरिटी डेट कम्स. 4/9/16. 4/9/16 द मैच्योरिटी डेट कम्स. दैट टाइम द आबाद डिड नॉट पे द मनी. So Abad account once again it is debited by the Dhumil. Abad account debit to bank. As he has received this money from bank, now he will pay the money to the bank. So Abad account debit to bank. How much? Including the noting charge. When he received the money from the bank, it is 35,400. When he is giving back the money to the bank, it is 36,360. So 600 is lost from here, and 360 again he has to pay more for noting charges. For the Dhamil will write Abad account debit to bank. And in case of Abad, here bills payable was credited, now he will debit to bills payable. So 36,000, and his account noting charge comes. So noting charge is an expense for him, not for the Dhamil. So noting charge account will debit to Dhamil's account 36,360. So he will write on the 4/9/16 bills payable account debit, noting charges account debit to Dhamil, which is 36,360 and 36,360. Next is coming the when bill is endorsed to somebody else to whom you have to pay the money, instead of keeping with him or instead of discounted the bill in the bank. When the bill is endorsed to the someone and is dishonored, bill is endorsed to someone and it is dishonored on that maturity date. Now let us see who is the seller, who is the buyers, which date bill is written, what is the durations of the bill, what is the amount of the bill, and to whom he has given, and whether it is dishonored, and what is the noting charge. 1/5/16 the Dharmendra drew a bill for 2 months of rupees 70,000 on Jitendra, which was accepted by the Jitendra. On 10/5/16 the Dharmendra endorsed this bill to Hima. 10/7/16 में धर्मेंद्र हिमा को बिल एंडोर्स कर दिया, जितेंद्र डिजनर दिस बिल, जितेंद्र डिजनर दिस बिल on the maturity date, and Hema debited the entire amount including the noting charges of rupees 525 to the Dharmendra's account, pass necessary journal entries in the books of parties, all the parties. Here all the parties is given, so all three parties you have to pass the journal entries, you understand. So 1516 bill amount is 70,000, 2 month durations. Dharmendra is the seller, Jitendra is the buyers. जितेंद्र once again 10/5/16 में धर्मेंद्र 10/5/16 में दिस बिल हेमा को दे दिया, और हेमा जब मैच्योरिटी डेट आया तब वो पैसा पेमेंट नहीं दिया, कौन, जितेंद्र पैसा नहीं दिया, इसीलिए वो प्रोसीड्योर पे गया, नोटिंग चार्ज डिजनल प्रोसीड्योर पे गया, दैट इज 525 रुपीज़ नोटिंग चार्ज पेमेंट किया. Now we have to pass the journal entries for all the three parties. One is the Dharmendra is the seller, Jitendra is the buyer, and Hema is the endorsee, malab who is getting this bill. So he will write 1516. 1516 bill was written for the 2 months. 2 months means 5 malab 7 and 1 malab 4. 3 days 2 month will be added. So 4/7/16 will be the maturity date. 4/7/16. 1516 bill receivable account debit to Jitendra, and he will write Dharmendra account debit to bills payable, which no entry will come from in Hema's book on 1516. 1516 में इसका बुक में कोई एंट्री नहीं है. Next date is coming 10/5/16, that he has given this bill to Hema. 10/5/16 the Hema account debit to bills receivable. देखो हेमा अकाउंट डेबिट टू बिल रिसीवेबल, जो 10/5/16 इसका बुक में कोई एंट्री नहीं होगा, और 10/5/16 हेमा गॉट द बिल, सो हेमा विल राइट बिल रिसीवेबल अकाउंट डेबिट टू धर्मेंद्र. हेमा इज गेटिंग द बिल्स, सो ही इज राइटिंग बिल रिसीवेबल अकाउंट डेबिट टू धर्मेंद्र. सो हेमा इज गेटिंग द बिल्स and Dharmendra is giving the bill, so entry will come in the books of Dharmendra as well as in the books of Hema, but entry will not come on 10/5/16 in the books of Jitendra. Now next date comes after 10/5/16, which is coming 4/7/16. 4/7/16 what happened, you in this place you follow. 4/7/16 Hema book में Hema got a bill from whom? Hema got a bill from Hema got a bill from whom? Hema got a bill from Dharmendra, and Hema will write the Dharmendra account debit here. First Hema book है, Dharmendra account debit, बिल रिसीवेबल वापस कर दिया, और उसने जो कैश पेमेंट किया था वो कैश अकाउंट में डेबिट किया. तो हेमा अकाउंट डेबिट कितना, 70,000 प्लस 525 एज धर्मेंद्र अकाउंट डेबिट. Once again, Dharmendra account debit to bills receivable to cash. Why हेमा धर्मेंद्र अकाउंट को डेबिट करके 725 किया ना, हेमा धर्मेंद्र के पास 70,525 ले लेगा. क्यों? उसने 525 एक्स्ट्रा पेमेंट किया फॉर नोटिंग चार्ज. तो हेमा विल राइट धर्मेंद्र अकाउंट डेबिट टू बिल रिसीवेबल टू कैश. इज ओवर. नाउ ही विल राइट the Jitendra account debit to Hema, that is Dharmendra's book. Jitendra account debit to Hema 70,525. Here also 70,525, and he will get back this bill. So bill receivable account debit, noting charge account debit to Dharmendra. So he will write bill receivable account debit, noting charges account debit to Dharmendra. Next is coming the bill which is sent for the collection through the bank, and it became dishonor. When the bill is sent for collections to the bank and is dishonored on the date of maturity, same case आपको ध्यान रखना है, who is the seller, who is the buyers, how much is the amount of the bill, what is the durations of the bill, when the maturity date comes, when the bill is given to the bank for collection, and when it became dishonored, and what is the noting charge, amount of the noting charge. Varun drew a bill of rupees 1,30,000 for 90 days on Dhawan. On 3/10/2016, Dhawan accepted the bill and returned it. On 26/12/2016, the Barun sent the bill for collection to the bank and Dhaban could not pay the money on the maturity date. Bank debited in noting charges rupees 600 and bank commissions of rupees 400 to Barun's account. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of Barun's and Dhaban. Once again you follow. Barun drew a bill of rupees 1,30,000 for 90 days on Dhaban. On 3/10/16, Dhaban accepted the bill and returned it. On 26/12/16, Barun sent the bill for the collection to the bank, sent through collection to the bank, and Dhaban could not pay the money on the maturity date, and bank debited the noting charges of rupees 600 and bank commissions of rupees 400 to Barun's account. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of Barun's and Dhaban's. So one is Barun. So Barun will write bill receivable account debit to Dhaban, that is 3/10/16, and for Dhaban will write the Barun's account debit to bills payables. Next, when the bill has been sent to the bank 26/12, तो बिल्स फॉर कलेक्शन थ्रू बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू बिल रिसीवेबल वो बैंक को भेज दिया और बैंक का एंट्री यहाँ नहीं है, बैंक का जर्नल वी हैव नॉट पास फॉर दैट हियर एंट्री विल नॉट कम ऑन द डेट ऑफ 26/12/16 इन हिज बुक, एंट्री विल नॉट कम. ओके, 90 डेज कैसे होता है देखो. 3/10 मीन्स 3rd October. 3rd October, from there how many days you will get in the month of October and in the month of November and in the month of December, that I already calculations I had done it. You calculate it and on the basis of that you will get, even though it is given it here, bill drawn 3/10 at 90 days, maturity date of the bill, that is 1/1/17 plus 3 days grace is equal to 4/1/17. How it is coming? Because in the month of October 28 days, because 3 days is over, 28 days is left. This is month of November, this is month of December. If you add these 3, you will get 89 days plus 1 90 days. तो 1st जनवरी हो गया. 1st जनवरी के बाद 3 दिन ग्रेस you will get. So 3 दिन grace you will get, that means 4th January. Do you understand? This is month of October, this is month of November, this is month of December, this is month of January. 1st January आपको होता है, उसका बाद भी 3 दिन, मतलब 4th January. 4th January is the due date. 4th January, Barun is writing that Dhaban account debit. Now bill for collection through bank it was debited. Now bill for collection through bank it will be credited. So it will be automatically cancelled. And the amount will come including the noting charge 1,30,600 plus 600 is equal to 1,30,600 to the bank 600. Correct? Next, इसका बुक में वो जो बैंक चार्ज which is given, that is rupees 400, that 400 entry will be passed here. Here it is given. The Dhaban could not pay the money on the maturity date. Bank debited the noting charge of rupees 60 and bank commission of rupees 400 to Barun's account. Barun's account में बैंक कमीशन भी आ गया, इसलिए Barun's will write बैंक कमीशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैंक. क्यों ना, बैंक को आपने कलेक्शन के लिए दिया था, इसलिए बैंक कलेक्शन चार्ज के लिए 400 रुपीज़ बैंक चार्ज करेगा और दिस इज द एक्सपेंस फॉर द Barun. So Barun will write bank commissions account debit to bank. And in his book, in the books of Dhaban, the Dhaban will get back the bills payable. So bills payable account debit and noting charge is the expense for him. Noting charge account debit to Barun's account. Noting charge will be 600. Barun's account will be 1,30,600 and bills payable account debit 1,30,000. So your entry is coming: bills payable account debit, noting charge account debit to Barun 1,30,600 and 1,30,600. This is the idea I had given you. The 4 type of bills. One is called without degener and it is called with degener. Without degener, it is started from the illustration 2, 3, 4, 5, and with degener it is started from 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, how I had done few questions from the exercise where degener, without degener bill. Similarly, same way, I want to do few questions from your exercise sum, that is designer of the bill. So let you follow that one also. Hope you are understanding. At the same time, whenever you are watching the video, that time keep it mind that illustration, the page number, exercise, the page number, you follow it, and on the basis of that you try to understand. If at any place it is not clear, you will tell me. Students, one more thing I want to tell you, that those who are not coming to school, offline classes, those who are not coming offline class, malab, not coming to the school, they are attending the video or watching the video at home. So I want to tell you, you have to make the fair book also. Fair book exercise practical sums one by one, chapter wise, according to the order of the chapter from part 1, that you have to complete it. And when you will complete the part 1 full fair book, you submit to the teacher and get signature, because you are having the internal marks 20 for each subject. Those who are coming to the school, they are submitting. Those who are not coming to the school, one day you come and submit and get signature from me. Okay, bye, all the best.